Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for coming. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. So you are the director of Barcelona Film School,
Yes,
and for how long?
since the beginning.
Beginning. When was that?
Yeah, like 2016.
Wow, 2016. Interesting.
16. Yeah, 10 years more or less.
Wow. And where are you from?
From Moscow.
Moscow.
Yes.
Okay. I know one thing in Russian.
Yeah.
It's простите, что я только... No, простите, что я плохо говорю по-русски, но я только недавно начал учиться.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
other than that, yeah.
Sounds good.
So anyway, thank you very much for coming in.
Mhm.
Today we're going to be testing out an app,
Okay.
and it's a prototype. And what a prototype is, it's an initial version of the app that we use to test different functionality. Now the thing is, part of the functionality is not up and running at this point.
Mhm.
So what we're going to ask you to do is run through a task. And again, there's certain things that are not going to be, you're not going to be able to do.
Mhm.
So this is a dating app.
Mhm.
Typically, in a dating app, you're able to communicate directly to the other person, the
Mhm.
love interest. With this app, there is a barrier to that communication, and that barrier is a circle of friends. So in order to speak with a love interest, you have to get approval from their circle of friends first.
From their friends.
Their friends, exactly. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Have you ever used a dating app before? And which one? Tinder, Bumble,
Yeah.
all of them?
Kinda.
Okay. And what did you think of them?
They're okay. I mean, they work. Some work better, some worse, but yeah.
Which is, I guess, the best one?
For me, I think Humble.
Bumble.
Humble?
Humble.
No. Hinge.
Hinge, okay.
Sorry, they all confuse the name. Bumble, Humble, yeah, Hinge.
And so how was it to use them? Like, what are the feelings that happen when you were using them?
They work.
They were.
Yeah, that's the purpose of that, I think.
I mean, were you excited? Were you kind of apprehensive? Were you just scared?
Yeah, I was excited. Of course, if I have a match, I'm excited.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so again, we're going to be testing out a dating app,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask you to do a task.
Mhm.
And the task is that you are Luke, and you
Okay.
would like to gain approval from Jake's friends so
Mhm.
that you can communicate directly with Jake.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so we can start whenever you're ready.
Alright.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to kind of narrate what you're doing.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you're thinking, what
Mhm.
you're feeling, and what you're doing, because that will help us a lot.
Mhm.
We want to know kind of the full interaction that happens between
Okay.
the user
Yeah.
and
got
the
it.
app. So I might be quiet for a while.
Mhm.
If you kind of go quiet, I'm going to prompt you to just kind of narrate what you're saying or what you're doing.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, so I'm starting the app now, and it loads,
Okay.
and then so I have to sign up or log in.
So tell me what your impressions of this page are.
Circle is the name of the app, I guess. Then I can continue with Google, with Apple, Facebook, or just by providing my username and password manually. Okay, I think I don't see the option to sign up with a phone number, which is common in my opinion. So this requires me to share my social profiles, which maybe I don't want to do. And I don't see an option to sign up with phone number or just with maybe email or username, because it's asking for username, but there's no option to sign up. Maybe it's not done yet, but yeah, I would expect it to be there. The rest is clear, I think. I either choose one of the options or provide my username and I continue. Can I move on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Okay, so how did you log in?
through Google.
Through Google. Is that typically what you would use?
No, typically I would use my phone number.
Your phone number. Okay.
Okay, so what am I looking at? I'm looking at, okay, this I guess is my profile, right? This would be the messages, I imagine, notifications, and the main screen. So the main screen tells me your friends approve. To be honest, I'm a bit confused. So my goal, my task is to reach out to Jake and get through his friends. From this screen, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I scrolled up and now I can see Jake's crew. Check out Jake and his crew. Okay, so I suppose, is Jake like new, or we already matched, or like, or this is like the first time I see Jake and I supposed to like, I didn't understand that from the task description.
So what do you think?
I don't know, Victor, because you told me specifically to reach out to Jake, so this looks like I see Jake's profile for the first time, I think, because it says check out Jake and his crew, so probably we didn't match. And it also says unlock Jake now, so I think I'm supposed to check out.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're on a new page. What is your immediate first impression?
Yeah, right, so this opens details of Jake's profile. I think I can just press this heart icon to send a like, or I can read through. But okay, here I can see the lock icon, so let me read send a like, and if the crew thinks you're match, you. Okay, so it means that it's locked because they didn't approve me yet, but I can see the crew, some people here, and then a little about us. Okay, so they describe Jake somehow, and here Jake describes himself. Okay, so I can compare what he says about himself and what his friend says about him, and then I can see more and more and more and more. Send the crew like, okay.
So what's going on this page?
So I can get information about both Jake and his crew, and then if I think that I should get in touch, I should send a like. There is also information about each of his friends, like more about Adrian, more about Tim. I'm not sure how it helps me, because at this point it feels kind of like an extra step I have to take to get through them, to get to Jake. But that's the idea of the app, right? So it's pretty clear. This lock icon helps, and also the picture is blurred, so I cannot even understand what Jake looks like, unless I missed it somewhere. But from this page, it's like a mystery. I can only see the friends. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to conclude that Jake looks like, based on his friends, or maybe he's one of the friends here a bit confused. Like I don't understand who's Jake really. Like I can only see the blurred picture. I suppose that he might be in one of these shots, but it's not clear.
Okay.
So then I would press the heart icon. You like Jake and the crew. They'll let you know soon if you're not.
Okay, so how about now? Like you just made a move to another screen. What are the feelings involved with this?
This is pretty clear. Like I send a like and then I'm waiting for the approval. So there are no questions about this.
And so how about similarly to when you would use the other kinds of apps, you had said like some motions came up when you used it. Is there anything coming up at this point through this process?
Well, it feels like some extra burden, you know, like so that not only one person has to like me back, but first some other people have to like me before that person will have a chance to like me. So I'm not sure I understand the purpose of that. That's
Okay.
what I feel.
So it's a little confusing.
A little confusing, and not even confusing. It's a little bit annoying.
It's annoying. Okay.
Yeah, like why would some people have to like me before somebody else will see my profile if I send them my like?
Mhm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so there's that kind of a little bit of frustration.
A bit, yeah.
And how about kind of the styling at this point of what you're seeing?
Sorry?
The styling of what you're seeing.
The visual styles of the app. I think it's nice. It's quite understandable. I like the colors. It's very like relaxed and nice and calm. Can I click around?
You can do whatever
Yeah.
you'd like.
So notifications. Okay. My recent likes. Something is accepted or rejected or pending, and then I see some incoming likes. I guess these ones here. So they probably already accepted by my crew, as I understand. The messages, okay, and I can make a video call, as I understand from this icon. Yeah, this is all very clear. And my profile, it's not working right now, because I guess this is me here. No?
Hmm?
No.
What do you think?
I think that should be my profile, so I should click and see my profile and maybe edit that. But yeah, I reached the end of the prototype, I think. Yeah, no, the visual styles they go in line more or less with the rest of the apps. The colors are nice, the visibility is nice. There is not a lot of UI elements, so I'm not really lost in them. Yeah, this part is all fine with me.
Okay. And so you do still have your mission.
I what?
Your mission.
My mission. So I'm waiting for getting approved. No, like here actually. I'm a bit confused because so
talk me
this
through
one,
your
yeah. So
confusion.
let's say this one says Team Tommy. Okay, so I understand this is about Tommy. Circle K, Excelsior, the crew. So they are grouped together, but they're different people. Okay, because this is my recent likes. This is people who like me. Likes about to expire. Okay, so 3 notifications here. Not sure like which people they are and if Jake is here or not, because I don't see Jake here, but I sent like to Jake, so he should be here. But where is it? I cannot scroll on. No. So let's say this one, the crew, right? Who are they? Like which person do they belong to? Is it Jake or is it somebody else? I don't know. This is a bit confusing. Like the status of likes is clear: accepted, rejected, pending, reject, accept. Yeah, all of this is fine, but on shortcut K, like who's K? I don't know, but I don't see Jake. If we're talking about my task. Okay, here, if I will actually read the message, it will tell me that I'm Adrian, Jake's best friend, and I'm in for the group. How's it going? Great, thank you. I appreciate it. Based on the profile, thank you. Okay, so I'm pressing that again, and I go to Jake. And now I can start. Okay, so I can see the full profile. I think I should be able to see full profile before sending a like, and then I can start chatting with Jake. Okay, so now I can see Jake and a bunch of his friends, and then okay, let's see, I'm chatting.
Okay, so you have accomplished your goal.
Right, yes.
Congratulations, you have a message, Jake.
Okay, yeah.
So tell me about the experience of this app. What was the most difficult aspect?
Well, so what I was confused was with these notifications. I think it wasn't quite clear to me if they belong to Jake or somebody else. But overall, I think it's fine. I mean, first time, most of the apps can be a little bit like confusing, like what to press, where to go, what to do. But yeah, overall, it was alright, except for those things I mentioned. The rest, I think, was pretty straightforward.
Was there something particularly easy?
Particularly, well, login was quite straightforward. Sending like was very straightforward as well. Notifications are a little bit confusing for me, but then the rest was also fine. Like going to the message, seeing the message from the crew, starting chatting with Jake. Yeah, everything is fine except for notification. That's the most confusing part for me.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to share at this point?
No, I don't think so. I think I mentioned everything.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in. This has been extremely helpful for me and the team. So again, really appreciate it.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.